Hey, this is Tony with Salt Strong, and in this video I'm going to be answering a question from one of our members. This is from Kevin Stankiewicz. He had a question about finding birds. Now, this is a really good question because a lot of people, they don't really understand what types of birds you should be looking for, what type of activity you should be looking for when it comes to birds, so I want to talk about that in this video. So the question that he had was he's having a hard time finding the birds. He's asking, what do we mean by finding the birds? He's originally from Maryland, now lives on Vero Beach. While fishing Chesapeake Bay up in Maryland, finding birds meant finding a bunch of diving birds, like over a school of active feeding fish where you see them busting bait on the surface. So he fishes from Fort Pierce to Sebastian, never saw anything like that. When you say find the birds, are you looking for dive bombing birds or birds just standing on the shoreline? So it's a little bit of both. When you see birds that are actively diving, yeah, that's going to be your best bet at finding fish because there's a feeding frenzy going on. Those fish are hitting the bait, the birds are hitting the bait and also eating the scraps that the fish are leaving behind from eating the bait. So that's going to be your best bet. However, something a lot of people overlook are the birds that are actually in the water. Birds that are wading, birds that are sitting along a piece of structure or shoreline. Those birds that are wading, I usually find redfish around those birds because those birds are picking off small bait up in the shallows, and that's where I'm typically finding redfish. So if you do find wading birds or birds up against a shoreline, don't discount them because there could be fish in that area, especially if those birds are actively walking looking for food. Then there's definitely going to be food in that area for both the birds and the fish. Also, if you see birds that are sort of just hanging out, they're not really feeding, that could mean they just got done feeding, so there could still be scraps of bait fish in the water. So just because the birds aren't feeding doesn't mean the fish aren't going to be feeding in that area as well. Birds are going to be around food, whether they just got done eating, they're about to eat, or they're in the process of eating. So definitely keep that in mind when it comes to finding birds and what you should be looking for when you do see birds out there on the water, because that's going to help you dial in where those fish are and where the bait's at. So hopefully this video can help you out if you are trying to dial in, what you should be looking for when you are looking for birds, to find the bait, to find the fish when you're out there on the water. Also, keep in mind, if you are one of our insider members, be sure to post a question on our private community forum that you have access to. If we see questions on there, looks like a really good question, we'll answer it in a video format. That way it can help out everybody else as well. So definitely be sure to take advantage of that. Also, if you're not one of our insider members, highly recommend checking it out. Again, you have access to a private forum where you can ask questions. We personally answer these questions on that page, as well as, I think we're up to about 21,000 members now, if not more, depending on when you're seeing this video. But the members are very helpful as well. They'll be more than happy to help you out, specific spots, specific tactics, strategies, everything like that to help you start catching more fish. And we guarantee that you'll start catching more fish if you do join our insider community, so definitely check that out. So that will wrap up this video. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. If you're new to Salt Strong, just know that we're the best online fishing club in America because we actually guarantee that you'll catch more fish while saving time and also money on the tackle you need. We do this through premium education, our exclusive insider fishing community, and huge discounts on the best tackle for saltwater anglers. To learn more, go to saltstrong.com. Otherwise, we hope to see you again soon.